Scott Frost is no longer the head coach of the University of Nebraska in a shocking let go because, man, like, I would have thought they would have waited a couple more weeks for the buyout to have gone down. I obviously have no insight to what that buyouts look like, but a statement from Vice Chancellor and Director of Athletics Trev Albert said, earlier today, I met with Coach Frost and informed him we were making a change in the leadership of our football program effective immediately. Scott has poured his heart and soul into the Nebraska football program, both as a quarterback and a head coach, and I appreciate his work and dedication. After a disappointing start to our season, I decided the best path forward for our program was to make a change in our head coaching position. Associate head coach Mickey Joseph will serve as our interim head coach for the remainder of the 2022 season. And there is one thing that I have to say to this. Make Mark Whipple your interim head coach, you cowards. Mark Whipple is probably one of the best coaches on that staff. He should be your interim head coach. Not saying he's got to be your head coach going into next season, but he should definitely be helping lead the Nebraska Cornhuskers for the rest of the season as they go into Oklahoma next week, and then they go into conference play after that, where, quite frankly, your conference play actually really is on your side this year. You don't have a hard schedule outside of really Michigan and then Oklahoma. So I'll be curious to see just if Nebraska can turn it around from here. But, man, firing Scott Frost this early in the process is pretty, shocks me. I'm in a group chat with some other people, and it's shocking them as well. But let's go ahead and look into a little bit of Scott Frost's career at Nebraska and kind of just what's leading up to this firing, right? So Nebraska, in one-possession games since the 2021 season, last year, lost to Illinois 30-20-22, lost to Michigan State 23-20, lost to Minnesota 30-23, lost to Wisconsin 35-28, lost to Northwestern this year 31-28, lost to OU last year 23-16, lost to Michigan 32-29. You lost to Purdue 28-23. You lost to Iowa 28-21. And then this year you lose to Georgia Southern 45-42 yesterday in a game that just had Nebraska fans scratching their heads. That is 10 games in less than a season and a half where you have lost one-possession games. You cannot lose that many one-possession games. You have to be able to figure it out and figure out how to put your squad together to be able to go out there and win those games, especially against a Northwestern or an Illinois, or last year even a Minnesota team who was without their star running back. And then this year, a Georgia Southern team. A bunch of people say it. They thought Scott Frost was out after he lost to Northwestern earlier in the year. But this is going to be interesting because I'm curious to see how this impacts Nebraska's recruiting class going forward. And you hear me say that because OU is in a battle with Nebraska right now for a 4-star athlete in Malachi Coleman. But Nebraska has not been recruiting their state very well as of late. And so I'm kind of curious who they bring in to be able to help save that and potentially be able to change how they're recruiting their own state. Now, you did lose DeColdis Crawford this year for the season. So that sucks, but it's probably not an excuse for Scott Frost. I mean, this team it's not been good. And Nebraska fans deserve better than this, especially with the rich history and tradition that Nebraska has. They deserve better than this. And when I watch OU versus Nebraska, I expect to see a better game than what we've been getting. Now, some of that's going to come from the OU side, but damn. Nebraska's out as the head coach. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Who do you guys think Nebraska should target as their next head coach going into the 2023 season? Where do you think the record's going to end up? Do you think they will get better? Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.